Alright, so here we are. We're going to be showing you guys how to swap out a 16-in-1 PCB cartridge, and we already took the legs off this, guys, to make it easier. And what we're going to end up doing is taking off this JAMA harness and showing you guys the difference, or what to look out for. So what we have here is there's a little tooth there. You can see that there's nothing there, right by the 12 volt, 5 volt in that. So what we end up doing is making sure that this JAMA harness is in the exact same position that the next board that's going to be coming in is going to be set at. So I'm going to take this guy out and show you guys how to unplug this guy real quick. And unplug the power here. So we unplug the power right here. I have a little connection. Again, this is just a test unit, so we can do this with. Let me show you. Show how we do it then. So we're going to take this out. We just lift one corner, and it comes right out. And you'll see the 12 volt, the yellow, red, and black, all hooks up here up to the larger teeth here. So I'm going to take this guy out, and then I'm going to show you the all you got to do is twist off this VGA connector. Well, it just pops off, but you got to twist off these little knobs. I'm going to pop this out, and I'm going to bring in the new board. So this is the 412-in-1, and this guy's pretty neat. It has the volume knob here, and it has a little audio jack. It has the little teeth that the 16-in-1 has. So we're going to kind of show you this guy. So it's going to be pretty much upside down in comparison. So when you set this guy down, you'll see it's going to have to be in a certain position. So you have your volume knob, you have your audio knob, your audio auxiliary jack, and you have your VGA, and you have a little bit of a little dip switch here. And these little dip switches, if you flick down the number 1 switch here, it automatically puts it into VGA, into the HDMI, or VGA 31K, which is the highest resolution we can get on these boards. And while we're here, I'll show you this is the little test button. And when you turn these 412s, there's a little menu that comes up in the beginning, and it asks just to press the test button. This is the test button you press, and it takes you to the main menu. So we're going to be plugging this guy in and plugging this guy into the harness now. And as I mentioned before, these teeth here go on the 12 volt side. So all we got to do is just go in and find the little edge here. All we do just snap it right in. So just snap right in there. We're going to take the VGA cord, and we're going to plug that guy in, and we just bring her on and just tighten it up right there. So once this thing is tightened up, I'm going to show you how it turns on and how to press the little test button on this guy. So I'm going to plug it back in, and again, this is a little test cabinet, so we can show you what it's going to be like. So up top, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and it's going to be lighting up here soon. It's going to say Game Elf, and right after that, it's going to say Press Test Button Setup, and you press it right there when that comes on. That small little test button needs to be pressed at that exact moment that thing comes on the screen. So I'm going to walk around here and show you how to navigate the menu. So the menu we end up doing is, obviously it's going to go on a cocktail table. So what we do is we go down to service, we press the start button on your control panel, and the little start button here. We're going to press that to jump into the service, and this will come up here. We'll have the game mode, free browse, and we always make sure that the free browse is on. Now, in order to make that change, we got to go to the C button, which is A, B, and C. So we have some buttons here on the control panel. This one's going to be A, B, and C. Now there are some machines that do not have the C button because there were 16-in-1s that are being upgraded to the 412-in-1. So there will be a gray wire down below inside the control panel. You're going to have to strip off the tip of it and make that contact on the bottom side of one of these buttons on the ground. So there's no way you could shock the system. It's just something we do to be able to, if you do not have that third button. You can still play the games on the game board. You just require to do that to make the function for the third button. Now what we do is we hit that third button, and it goes to free browse on. We go down to stop timer, and we turn that on. That's a timer stop in the beginning menu. It allows you to stop the menu, the countdown to just jump into a random game. So that's always helpful. Once we go there, we go down to the coin settings, and we usually leave the coin recycling in case you go from one game to another. It allows you to keep your coins, your credits from one game to another as you exit. So we got the free play. You're gonna press yes. Again, we press the start button. We save it. What's really neat is that we have all the instructions are prompted on the screen, so that's really neat. We're gonna go down to flip screen. Now this is a really cool option. If your machine automatically doesn't flip or isn't set to the right position when you turn on the game and it's just backwards, well, all you gotta do is go in here and flip the screen. So as you can see, if you choose it, it just automatically flips it for you. So we're going to go ahead and flip it because this machine requires for us to do that, to flip the screen here. So we're going to go to exit, and then we're now at the game screen. So this is really cool. You have the Miss Pac-Man, you have the Miss Pac-Man speed up. So we're going to show you one thing we do. Sometimes if you set up the game like this, you press a game, you get in. We can show you how to jump in and jump out. We have a lot of questions about what do we do, how do we change our game up after we select the game. And what's nice about the 412-in-1 is that upgrade's really cool because you can leave the entire game running all day. So if you choose Galaga, you can play Galaga all day. You could also jump out whenever you choose. But if you like to leave it looking like a real arcade, you set it up. Well, there it is. It's pretty loud. So going back to the volume button, here's a little volume button right here. If you turn this guy clockwise as it's going along, I just press the start button here to start doing it, just to allow for the volume. So all you do is turn it up is left, right is down. So we brought it down a little bit. So we're just about there. It's about a good sound like that. All right, so I'll show you guys how to jump out. You press the little start button here on the side. The first player start button, you hold it, and it'll come up on the screen. You'll see the release now. You let go of the button then, and it'll ask you to stay in the game or exit. So all you do is just push your joystick, use your joystick to highlight the selection there, and you just push exit. You press start to confirm, as it says there, and you just press the little start button, and it'll automatically jump right back out to the menu. So with this game, we noticed that we didn't press the cocktail default mode, so we're going to jump back in and do that, and that way it'll allow us to play head-to-head. Now if you're just going to have a cocktail table to play it one way or a stand-up arcade, you leave it as is, but if you want to do a cocktail mode, we jump back into the menu and change it up to the default mode, and I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to turn the machine back off. We're going to go back into the menu, and I'm going to do it really quick so you can actually see how it goes along. So we press that little black button on the cartridge, and when that little mushroom-headed guys come on, and you have the little press start button prompt come on, and then you got to be ready to get that pressed. So right there. So I pressed it there. So we're going to go right back into the menu. It takes about 5 seconds to get in there. Maybe 6. And it lights up there. So here we are back at the main menu. And what we do is we have to select the My Cabinet type cocktail table. I know it's upside down, but that's where we're at. And that's the one to select with the cocktail table to make sure. I know some customers at times, we hear them talking about it's only stuck on one side, and sometimes there's certain games like Tetris, that are only allowed to be played on one side, which is usually about 2 or 3 games within the whole 412 game list. But as for this guy, all we got to do is select that, press the start button, press start again to confirm, and it's just loading now. And all it does is restart. It's going to reset itself and just keep going into gameplay. And again, it takes a little while to load up our selection. So it's doing a full cocktail mode setup. So now the system will allow us to play in a full cocktail format. And there it is. It's starting up again. Usually it takes a little bit longer to load up once you set up the cocktail default mode. But it should be ready to go, ready to play. Now that the volume's adjusted, we should be all right and ready to go. So we're going to start up here and do a Ms. Pac-Man speed up test. So what you do is jump into the game. You just press the start button to jump into the game. But if you want to select a 2-player game, you got to wait for the ROMs to load up, and you press 2. You get 2 credits, and then you press 2 again, and we'll start up. So what I'm going to do is, again, this is a speed up mode. So I'm going to kill off Miss Pac-Man, and it'll automatically flip now to the other side. So now we have 2-player operation. So now it's on the other side. And now we'll be able to play Miss Pac-Man on the opposite side of the table. Whoop. So, alright, I'll just let her get killed off there. And we'll move on to the next thing. So I hope this video helped out. I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up of how the machine works, and how to do the upgrades, and how to do any kind of little settings and that. So hopefully that helps out, and you guys are on your way. If you have any questions, give us a call at 402-641-4482, and or send us an email at arcadefuncade@gmail.com. We're here to help, and we'll help you guys out anytime. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.